Hello everyone, Max Rock with MultifamilyGeeks.com. Here for another short video, hopefully, on what to do if the underwriting template you're working on becomes corrupted. So here's an underwriting template for a property. It's been filled out, but if you notice, come over here, let's change the payroll from 1,000 per unit to 1,200 per unit. Notice that the payroll did not change, right? And it turns out this has become corrupted. The formula between these two has become severed. And it's okay, sometimes we just type in over top of it. But maybe now we want to go back and play with these numbers. Like here we have the insurance for the seller is $42,655. We just typed it in, $42,655, but we kind of like to know what the basis is, right? Maybe, so 520 doesn't link anymore. And if we called our broker and the broker said, oh, I can get you that for $350 per door, it doesn't help you. Now the underwriting template, the value of it has sort of been diminished, right? Because now you got to go back, recalculate on your own. So this is a reasonably simple problem. The solution is just to download a fresh template and type it over. Sometimes we're reluctant to because we spent so much time, especially for new underwriters, we spent so much time putting in these values from the seller's T12 that now we become intimidated by just typing it over because we spent so much time doing it. So it feels like it's a big task. Well, let's go back to MultifamilyGeeks.com. Here it is here. Scroll down to the bottom. Find the link to the portfolio. It's free. Open it. Give it a few seconds to load. Okay. File, download, Microsoft Excel. That puts the download right here on our download bar, which is a link to our downloads folder. Go back to the folder where our corrupted underwriting template is. New, file, upload. And I'm using Google Drive right here because it's got Google Sheets in it. As I've said before in other videos, I don't even have a copy of Excel anymore, you guys. I just use Google Sheets, and that's great because we can share it. So here I'm in my downloads folder. What we just downloaded is this one right here. This is the fresh template from the website, and I download them every time I use them. We've been updating this template regularly, enough that if you're going to do one tomorrow, you should download a new one tomorrow, type of thing. Alright, here it is here. Zero just uploaded right now. Let's do some renaming to help everybody who's looking at the folder understand what's going on. There's a team of underwriters on this, right? So they need to know this is going to be new, current, right? And maybe even a date in there. 6/19/21. By the time you watch this, that will not be the current date. Say OK. And then this older one, I'm going to put something on this one that says something like old, do not use, something like that, right? And notice the cool part about this is it updates. If I go back to the old one, notice it already says old, do not use, right? So the file name has been updated. Let's open the fresh version, right? And I might put it in order. See how we like to number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I might go ahead and say this is number 8. That way you'll kind of look down the line to find the one that's most recent. Let's open that. And most screens, I have a 14-inch MacBook Pro screen that this works on too. I've done it on quite a few times because it's pretty common that will corrupt the spreadsheets. If you start uploading them up and down from the AirDrive and it switches between Sheets and Excel, it'll get corrupted, etc., right? And if you start passing around by email, etc., these things can become corrupted. So what I like to do is go ahead and do a split screen here. I like to put the older one on the right. There we go. So here's the older one on the right. Here's the new one on the left. Here's the new template. It's not filled in. And I might rename it. This one's called Villa Terrace. I like to name my tabs so that when you're looking at things that helps. Let's do VILLA Villa Terrace right there. And if I had a T12 copied into this one, I would just copy it right out into a new tab here. I don't at this point, so let's just proceed with how this works. So I might go ahead and do the new date. This was done back on 6/14. I might go ahead and say 6/19/21. And it's Villa Terrace. I wish I had the address in there. I don't. Number of units. And now I'm just going to look across and fill in the relevant data. There's only 30 data points on this underwriting template, so you're only retyping 30 numbers. It's 82 units, 5.2 million, so here we go. 82, 52. Make sure to skip the calculations, right? That's how we get corrupted in the first place. We'll start typing over calculations. 69,700 is the square feet. We've got a price of, or a revenue of 813,396. Physical vacancies 18,008. Concessions are 41,675. Non-pay on this one is 0, so we know that's probably been rolled into one of the other numbers. 480, very low rubs, 21,320. Now I'm into the expenses. 47,514, 42,655, 105,466, 51,232. 0 for make-readies, they probably have it in repairs and maintenance, 31,444. 101,630, our utility, 2247, 28338, and these are all zeros on down here. And then just check the big numbers, you guys. Check this, 775, 513, 775, 513, check. Check my expenses, 431, 585, 431, 585. Check the net operating income, which would subtract the 2. 343,928, 343,928. So I'm, in a matter of minutes here, I'm completely accurate. The asking price on this thing, I think, is 5740, 123. Strike, I don't know, let's put in the 520123. And these aren't perfect. Maybe the offer price is slightly higher, right? Maybe it's 54. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that enough? There we go. All right, so, I might even just relabel this one what our offer is, because I like to see what the percentage of the whole thing is. 91% of the ask is what we're offering. I like to know that. Check your percentages here. These are set up to either go to the minimums of 515 or to match the sellers. So that's already done. There's nothing to fill in here. Notice all of my expenses like payroll, 105,466. I'm already matching it. And by the way, if I change the price now, because those formulas are hooked back up, right, I can now go down and say, well, if this changes to 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just to 5 million, right, I want to see my payroll adjust here to 1,200 per door. And in this case, it's going to stay set. All right, let's go back to 5, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. All right, and let's go over here where there's 2 other data points. Over here we need the last 3 months' income. Let's retype that, 201, 422, and we think we're going to get 35 bucks extra per door on this for our upgrades. The upgrades are already in there, calculated off the 35 bucks a door. And we're coming in at 0.9%. I'm interested to see what the difference is right here. Well, they didn't have anything in for interior upgrades, which I would be alarmed at, so I'm kind of happy we've got something in there now. So that would just be, now you're kind of looking at the underwriting of the prior. We're at interest only, we're at 25%, 4, 3, 1, 5, I'm the same there. I would be curious to know, let's check these numbers. 17, how about this one, 840 and 847. So is this set on last 3 months here? This is set on last 3 months of income here versus 12, 847. Actually, the last 12 months is higher. So this one's set on last 12 months, so we're going to set ours for last 12 months. So I'm curious about what other things are corrupted here, but when I retype all their same numbers, and I've got the same ones here, let's check our expenses. Look how low the expenses are, 454, I'm at 539. What's the difference here? Oh, let's match the taxes. I'm sorry, you guys. I didn't match taxes here. There we go. So 0.0114329. 0.0114329. $59, $451. Okay. I'm still at 468. They're at 42, 465, 105, 51. How about property management? 16. They're only at, so they left 0 in for the make readies. I would put in 200. This is an older property. Don't go beyond that. Now, I take that back. Because it looks like they've rolled it into repairs and maintenance, let's go for 0. Let's match that. I am going to go with that because it's all right here. 625. That's enough. Let's see. 250. The property management is at 4%, so I'm going to match that. 65. So slight differences: 10264, 82, 32, 454, 466, 452, 9 interest only, 321. We're different in our, it looks like we've got, I see we've got 5. So I am trying to match these two. Let's put this back to 0, and we're going to argue it's rolled in the concessions here. There we go. Now we're looking a lot closer. So retyping probably isn't the, what's taking me longer is to go ahead and make sure I've got the other settings matched to mimic the underwriting of the underwriter in this case, right? So now I've got property taxes seem to be correct. It looks like I've matched the same numbers for vacancy, concessions, and bad debt. They do have a 1% right here, but that's all right. I'll go with 0. So I'm at 7.3. They're at 7.0. Now that makes sense to me, right? So, but the big picture is if this template becomes corrupted, don't sweat it. Just download a new one, put them on a split screen, and retype those values. You saw it took me far longer to match the non-retyped values than it did to match the retyped values, okay? I hope that helps. This is Max Rock with MultifamilyGeeks.com.